Google is facing a huge legal battle after attorneys general from nearly every state launched an antitrust probe into its online advertising practices. Does Google have a monopoly in this area? Joining me now is Mark Douglas. He's the CEO of Steelhouse. That's a self-service advertising platform for companies. And Mark works closely with Google and Facebook. How much of your clients' online, or should we say digital placement, is going to those two platforms?
Well, a lot, obviously. Google being number one, Facebook follows closely. But there's also a lot of other outlets for the money. So those two companies definitely dominate the space, but they don't completely own it.
But that issue of dominance is key. You know, not long ago, the Fanatics CEO, Michael Rubin, was on CNBC, and he said half of their digital spend goes to Google, half of it goes to Facebook, and I mean, that's everything. So I'm not saying that every company is like that, but is more than 75% going to these two platforms?
Well, a lot has, yeah, it could be as high as 75%. But there's a big change occurring. Television, streaming television is now becoming digital advertising too. That's happening very rapidly, and that third leg is going to start to take starting to take market share initially away from Facebook and eventually from Google also.
Who does that benefit? What non-Google and Facebook players mostly does that benefit?
It benefits Disney. It benefits basically all of the television networks. The ability to target on TV is becoming like it has been for social, essentially. So you see a lot more dollars flowing there. You're starting to see retailers and advertisers that didn't previously do TV, they're now starting to do TV advertising.
It's funny you say this because from a user point of view, the prevalence of ads on streaming is driving me crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and the DVR was invented to solve that problem for linear TV. What happens if ad blocking comes next? If Google, for example, or Facebook launches a product, they say, yeah, we'll give you streaming, we'll be your all-in-one streaming platform with ad blocking.
Yeah, well, you can pay for that right now, right? You can get a Hulu membership, pay $2 extra, but one way or another, the network is making money. So streaming ads can't be blocked. That's the point you're making. And you're seeing people pay for that, but most consumers are not. They're just watching the ads.
So finally, do you think that attorneys general are going after Google and Facebook just at the time when their market dominance will be lessened?
Well, the thing about this is that antitrust laws don't protect companies from companies. They protect consumers from companies. So it's hard to argue how a free service is in some way harming consumers. I think where the real vulnerability is Google makes a lot of their money from selling companies their own brands on search. It's called branded search.
Yes, we heard about that this week.
Right, and I think Google is way more vulnerable because branded search is a huge portion of business. Facebook, I think, actually could love having the attorney generals basically clear them, essentially, and you know, actually could lift their business.
And benefit from that.
Yeah.
Mark, it's fascinating. Thank you so much.